So now we're going to embark on a different journey here, and we're going to build a full-fledged application. I'm talking about a loaded app with a backend and all sort of things. Okay, so here are some screenshots of this application. Right. So the idea of this app is going to be to allow users to log in, and then users are going to be able to search an API, the Google Books API, for any books they want to read. They can then add those books to their library, save them to their library, to the backend, and then they can start reading those books, right? And so they will tag the books they're reading and the books that they've just added, right, in their reading list, and the books that they're currently reading. Add thoughts or notes on the book that they are reading, as well as rating and marking as read, deleting and updating, and so forth. So we are going to be putting together this very extensive application. Using many libraries, we're going to be using the clean architecture to build this app the right way. All right, so it's going to be very exciting. Let's go next and give you a little demo of the full app. Okay, I'm going to start this demo app. You will see when it first runs, there's that very nice animation, a reader, and can then go straight to the login screen. Now we can log in or we can sign up. Let's go ahead and click sign up. james@james.com, and then here I'm going to say, and let's choose a password. Okay, like this. That's very good. And voila, the moment we say enter, it's going to go ahead and create James, and you can see we have this icon there, and there is James there. All right, so at this point nothing much is going on here, but we have the icon for the app, we have a redirect title, and we can sign out if we need to. So what happens first? Well, we're going to go ahead and add James. In this case, we'll go ahead and add some books. And right when we go to the search books screen, we are able to search the books, but also we can see that we already can use, I'm using my phone right now, go ahead and choose some of the books that have been selected for us. So I can add this one, and it goes to the details book, and I can read about it, what's going on. Let's go ahead and save it. Okay, so the moment we save it, go back, we can see now in our reading list we have our book. Okay, I can go back and search. Now I'm going to search for some books about money and hit enter, and voila. So there are a few books here, and let's click on that one. I'm going to save, and I go back. You can see now I'm still adding those books inside of my reading list. It's very good. So let's say now I have added a couple books and I want to add to my reading now, right? So let's say that James wants to start reading a book. So I'm going to click on one book, and there we go. Now we go to the update book here, and in this case here we can start reading the book by clicking start reading, and now it's toggled there, and I can just give it an initial rating of that, and there's no thought so far. I'm going to say update, and once you do that, then the book is now added to the reading list right now, right? What we are reading right now, right? And you can see now it was removed from our reading list at the bottom. All right, so let's say then after a few moments we are fast readers, we want to add a few thoughts here, right, like this, and I'm going to change the rating to about 4, and then I'm going to mark this as read. I'm going to say update. Once you do that, you can see that the book is now removed from our reading activity right now, but we can find it if you go to our profile, click there. You can see now we are reading 0 books at this point, because remember, if you go back, there's no books that we're reading. Okay, but it shows here that we've read this book, so we have read 1 book so far, and there it is, the title. Okay. So it's very nice, and I can continue. Of course, this one is going to be reading. I'm going to give it a rating, start reading, and update. All right, now was updated successfully. I go to James. It's going to see that now I'm reading 1 book. I haven't finished that book, right? So, and you can see also it says there started, and you can see here it says started November 2nd, finished November 2nd. So it gives us the date when we started and when we ended or finished the book. All right, so I'm still reading 1 book. I'm going to go back. Let's see. I want to say, yep, this was 5-star, mark as read, and I can change my thoughts here. the best, and finished, and done. So the book now is done. I've read all of the books and noticed that no books found for each one of these categories here. But I can always go back to see my status. Now I have read 2 books, which is wonderful. And you can see, of course, that I have 0 books reading right now. All right. So this is what we're going to be building. All of this is actually being backed up in Firestore and Firebase, which means we have the login, which means we also have the authentication, login, creating users, authenticating users, and all of that is being done in the background. So there's a lot to learn, and I hope you're excited. In fact, I can go ahead and click here to log out, and I can either sign up or I can log in again. I believe it was James at james.com, and let's add his password, log in, and voila, it's going to show James there. All right, I'm going to log out, log in as myself. And log in, voila. So this is a different account, as you see. Let's see how many books has Paulo, how many books has he read? Well, he's read a lot of books and he's reading 2 right now. All right, very good. So this is what we're going to be building. I'm very excited to share this with you, and let's get started.